This is Learning the Burner. I'm Garrett.
And this is Neville.
And we're talking about Call of Duty Nazi Zombies Part 2.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So we left off in 1945. But the chain of events leading up to 1945 has been a whirlwind of crazy catastrophes that paralleled real world events. And it's mostly just crazy sci-fi stuff involving zombies and time travel and beings, supernatural beings, alien monsters, Element 115, and other things.
Other real concrete facts that exist in reality.
Yeah, like World War II and all that.
Yeah. In moon bases.
So it's been Richthofen and Maxis has been the main two dudes that are Germans trying to, play around with this technology, Element 115 based technology. Richthofen at this point has gone pretty much entirely crazy. He had a base on the moon. He was messing with teleportation. So at this point, he's pretty much a wacko. And Maxis, the other guy, is pretty much with it. And he's pretty much succeeded in making an undead army at this point. Any questions?
Both really nice guys. Got it. Completely understand where we're at.
Okay. So, 1945, May 9th. Right before this, a couple months ago, Pablo Marinas, who was a Mexican spy, got captured by Group 935 at Der Eisendrache. So Group 935 is Maxis's, group. Okay. So anyways, a couple months later, 1945, May 9th. In his cell.
Against 935.
I don't know, but that's just what Maxis's group was named since he started it up. I don't think it has an importance. I'm sure it does, but I definitely don't remember it. In his cell, Pablo writes of visions of a great war. He describes a great battle against strange demon-like creatures who were trying to devour the earth. In his vision, he sees 4 knights protect him from certain death. He makes a note that the knights wore tunics similar of those in Der Eisendrache. Okay, so there's there's some sort of prophecy going on with the 4 horsemen type thing. That seems like what is going on.
Or it's a 4-player co-op game and they're trying to shoehorn something's going on.
That makes way more sense.
They're like,
because there's always 4
can't be the 5 guardians.
I was thinking it was 4 horsemen of the apocalypse thing. Yeah,
they're okay. They're just looking for an excuse to have 4 playable characters in each iteration of it.
That's like Nintendo coming out with Mario Party, and they're like 4-player slots.
But there's plenty to choose from. Fun for everyone.
Man, I got the sniffles because I breathed in some dinosaur bone dust earlier.
Cretaceous Earth.
Yeah, it's good old dinosaur bone dust.
If I had a quarter for every dinosaur I've sniffed,
you'd be as rich as a paleontologist right now.
We want to be podcasting right now. That would be living on a bungee jump or something, just perpetually jumping.
I would pay not to live on a bungee jump.
I would just I would have a whole tiny house attached to a bungee cord.
4-bedroom, 2-bath on a bungee cable.
Don't knock of a tube.
All right, June 4th. Nach der Untoten. Oh, okay. So this is where the first Nazi Zombies map comes into play, which is Nach der
Untoten. Yeah, I can dig it.
Which means, what does that mean? Night of the Undead or something?
Some fucking ripoff of something popular. Who knows?
English. Night of the Living Dead. Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Look at him
An
being
allied
clever.
plane malfunctions over an anfield. Wait, what'd you say?
I was like, look at him being clever.
An allied plane malfunctions. An allied plane malfunctions over an airfield and crashes. German army trucks transporting the undead in Element 115 become between Group 935 facilities are stuck in the crash. The Marines surviving the crash hold out against the undead as long as they can. That is how the zombies come about, and not Nazi zombies World War One. Or sorry,
World at War.
World at War.
I think I remember there being a bunch of crash trucks on that map.
I remember the plane crash. Like at the very when you beat the game, the screen goes black, and then it sounds like you're in a plane. Oh, the credits go by,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
after the credits, it goes black, and then it goes, and they're like, "We're going down" or something, and then you just wake up and you're right there, and it was Nazi zombies, and I had no clue it was in there, and it's so amazing.
Was World at War the only zombie game that didn't have like any dialogue at all? Like there was no story in that version. Like I remember, like I can't believe we crashed here. Oh, throw me a magazine. Like none of that shit. They were just like silent.
Yeah, as far as I remember, it was just bare bones. Just you were there, nothing happening.
Enjoy the silence.
But I remember the plane crash sound.
Well, I guess we'll never know. A
couple days later, June 17th, Peter McCain infiltrates Group 935 at Der Rise. Okay, wait, Der Rise, is that the next map? Der Rise is a map in the World at War game. It's a DLC. So chronologically, it's directly next. So a few days later, June 29th, Groff and Schuster developed the Wave Gun. A few days later, July 15th, Richthofen travels to the Siberian facility to do further research on live specimens. As her temporary guardian, he takes Samantha with him.
Interesting.
Group 935, Richthofen takes Samantha with him. Samantha is Maxis's daughter, right?
Is she? I thought she was Richtofen's daughter. I have no fucking idea. In like 48 hours?
Nope. Samantha is Maxis's daughter. That's right. He's watching her. So Father of the Year Maxis gave his daughter to Richthofen, his crazy, like, arch enemy ex-business partner, to watch. Okay, which is like, what?
Nice guy, Richthofen.
What are you thinking? So anyways, Richthofen's watching Samantha. Group 935 begins transferring 3 test subjects for experimentation, which is Nikolai, Pablo, and Takio. I guess those are playable characters in some of the games.
Yes, this is
I remember Nikolai.
This is the one where you start off in the trenches. And then you like shit gets crazy. I think this is the one with the robot.
Oh, the 4th DLC for World at War?
Actually, think of the giant robot, bro, not like some like baby robot.
Oh.
Like it's like the Iron Giant, bro.
I think that is the 4th DLC for World at War. Giant robot. Call of Duty. Zombies.
Did I buy the deal? This is the fucking problem with video games, dog. I don't even know what
it's
game.
Black Ops 2.
Well, yeah, I was like, what game am I playing? What DLC do I own?
I don't know. It's Black Ops 2 is where the giant robot is. And its name is Thor, Odin, Freya, Gigant. It has 4 names.
Gigant. Gigant.
Gigant, Skeeter.
Skeeter, Gigant.
Okay. All right, 2 weeks later, while Richthofen is working at the Siberian facility, Group 935 begins development of Deadshot Daiquiri. Oh, so that's another Nuka-Cola type thing.
Hell yeah, it's one of 30.
Yeah. Man, there's probably like so many now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's definitely like 30 of these. I was like, you go into the nether realm, you drink a random soda, it stacks up, you're invincible. Take like 44 hits. Like, it's whatever, bro.
Yeah. A few days later, August 1st. Huh?
I said it's the new meta.
The one you have to have is Juggernog. You have to have that one.
Yeah, if you don't have
that's the first one you get.
Past like rank 14, you're done. Yeah. Totally agree.
August 1st, the test subjects arrive at the Siberian facility for Richtofen's experiments. August 31st, CIA handler Cornelius Pernell confirms that Peter McCain has successfully infiltrated Group 935 and has been transferred to the asylum facility. Cornelius suspects Group 935 is losing control of their experiments and has sent in a Marine recon unit to extract McCain. Tank Dempsey is to lead the squad. That sounds like it's a game. Tank Dempsey.
Old
Call of Duty.
Tank Dempsey hit ass. Boy.
Yep, he's the playable character in he's in all of the Call of Duties. He's in World at War, he's in Black Ops 2, 3, 4.
What the fuck?
Oh, so this is a main guy.
I think we found our G-Man.
This is the guy right here.
He's the Skinwalker, bro. He's like, I'm just one of you guys, right? Killing zombies? Weird how he only comes in when we need a fourth. Weird.
Yes.
Tank
So
Dempsey?
that's pretty cool.
You know he's a
Tank
fucking skeleton monster, tentacles wrapped in a corncob husk.
Definitely. At least not right now, but definitely at least later.
Black Ops 4, 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, whichever one. He will be revealed as the monster. Hold
it. September 1st, Peter is outed as a spy and captured by Group 935. September 2nd, Richtofen reports Pablo has died following a spleen removal. It also reveals he's been performing experiments on Samantha. Here we go. World War II ends. Group 935 continues their research. Why is that the second bullet? September 2nd, the second bullet is World War II ends.
Damn.
Should be the first bullet, at least. Okay, third bullet is temporal rifts begin to affect the asylum facility. An orderly reports increasingly problems with test subjects. An orderly reports increasing problems with test subjects. Many in the facility have begun hearing voices coming from the walls, including the sobbing of a boy and a girl screaming. A man shouted to close the windows.
So we got
ghosts. So anyways,
sure.
There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, like they're in the facility. It's going crazy in there. Okay.
Lots of spooks.
September 3rd, the next day, an outbreak occurs at the asylum. Peter McCain escapes. Saw that coming. September 6th, a few days later. This is Verrucht. Okay, so September 6th is when Verrucht happens, and that is... Which map is that? Let me look it up.
Verrucht?
That is World at War. Oh, this is the second DLC at World at War. The house, if you recall.
The house.
Yeah, you're like in a little house. Well, okay. Dempsey is the first guy. John Banana is the second guy. Smokey is the third guy. And the fourth guy is called Fourth Marine.
Oh, man. The red shirt. You know he's going to die.
He's definitely going to die.
That dude is dead.
So they arrive at the asylum facility. Oh, okay. It's not an asylum. It's not a house. It's an asylum. Okay, that's what it is. So they arrive at the asylum and find it overrun by zombies. They fight off the horde as long as they can. Dempsey is apprehended by Group 935. Okay, so that's the plot of the second DLC for World at War.
Womp, womp, womp.
John Banana writes messages. Banana. That's
old banana head ass.
John Banana writes messages and records his last words while being eaten alive by an undead Smokey. So they all died.
Even the fourth Marine? No.
Even Marine number 4? No. They don't even tell you he died. We just know he died.
Oh, it is expected.
If you're gonna go into a fight, make sure you have a first and last name.
At least. And not a very typical backstory.
Yeah, you need someone waiting for you at home. And first and last name, I think that's all you need nowadays. A few days later, September 10th. What?
I said right.
All right, a few days later, September 10th, Richtofen reports another spy has been captured and will be brought in to replace the Mexican. Okay, just so you know, it says replace, and then in quotation it says the Mexican.
Huh.
And the replacement is Dempsey.
Are you telling me we need to build a wall or something? Is that what you're implying? I think that's what I just hear. Some of them are good people, I assume. Is that your implication
I didn't
here?
say it. I didn't say it. So, anyways, the Mexican. So Dempsey replaces the Mexican as Richtofen's new test subject. I can see some injections coming his way, turning him into some sort of a monster. I can see it.
I see it coming. Test subject. Testing what?
Cornelius Purnell attempts to send a transmission to Peter McCain, telling him to rendezvous at the Rising Sun facility. And who is Cornelius Purnell again? Oh, he's the CIA guy. That's right. A few days later, September 17th, Dempsey arrives at the Siberian facility as a new test subject, I presume.
There we go.
A few days later, September 20th, Richtofen documents the personality traits of his test subjects. Dempsey's intellect seems low, but his will is strong. Takio is still staring at the floor, muttering what sounds like some kind of proverb over and over again. Nikolai has recently begun responding to stimuli, but only after injections of a new serum made primarily from vodka. Richtofen notes that their minds have been almost entirely broken, with no memory remaining of who they once were.
Convenient.
All right, cool. So Richtofen has all these people. 4 days later, September 24th, Maxis returns to Deer Rise. He orders Richtofen to do likewise so they may continue their work on the matter transference device. Okay, so teleportation. So now, Maxis and Richtofen are teaming back up to work on teleportation. Richtofen returns to Deer Rise with Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Samantha.
Damn,
he's got
Samantha's
some explaining to do. Yeah, Samantha is Maxis's daughter that Richtofen has now experimented on in some way.
Jesus, so much. That's why I'm like, where's Samantha in all this? Like, she like architectural engineer? She's just like hanging out.
Yeah, she's like 11 or something. She's a little kid.
Oh yeah. Oh, the daughter.
Richtofen was babysitting her. Yeah, she's like 9 or 11 or something, or maybe 10. Who knows?
Okay, makes sense.
A couple days later, October 1st, Maxis reports on Richtofen's findings with his live test subjects, noting that while their baseline psyche remains intact, all specific memories have been lost. Infuriated to learn that Maxis has not been mass-producing the DG-2, which is like the Wonder Waffle.
The what?
The Wonder Waff. The Wonder Waff.
The DG?
The DG-2, which is the Wonder Waff gun. Okay. It's the chain lightning gun.
Yes.
So Maxis is mad that Richtofen didn't mass produce the Wonder Waff. Richtofen reveals in his plot to destroy Maxis and Samantha, vowing that he will no longer continue to work on his undead army. Whoa. Okay. So suddenly Richtofen, betrays him, but he proclaims it. Okay. 1 week later, October 8th, Groff reports to Richtofen the MPD is nearly ready. The MPD is the matter transference device. Or no, is that the pyramid? MPD.
Moon pyramid device?
Yep. The MPD is the moon pyramid device, which is that thing that charges up using dead people.
That's the only thing I remember. I swear.
I don't know what it does though. What does it do? I forgot. It
sucks souls, bro. It's a soul sucking pyramid that has the child inside of it, or the spirit of a child, or something retarded.
Oh, but what does it do though?
Something that takes 40 waves and 300 zombies to charge up and then waste your time. That's what it does.
I remember it in the game, but I don't remember what it did when you charge it up.
It was on the moon, bro. This guy's lying. You got a phony.
No, it was in. Oh, that's right.
You mean the moon pyramid device is not on the moon?
It's so obvious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we fucking go.
That's right. I was thinking in Call of Duty World War II, the newer one. There's like a thing that you need to kill zombies next to charge it up, but it's not this pyramid. It's something completely different. That's what I was confusing it with.
The moon pyramid device is specifically located on the moon next to a pyramid with the device. Sir.
Oh, okay. It controls the undead. Okay. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's what Wikipedia just said. So we're going to find out, I'm sure. Okay. A couple days later, Groff radios Richtofen to inform him that the device has been powered up and is awaiting the conduit. Richtofen says he'll proceed with Operation Shield and dispose of Maxis and Samantha. Ooh, okay. So he's going to use them too for something, somehow. I don't know how.
Maybe something moon pyramid device. Spoiler alert.
That's related.
For
October 13th. A bunch of stuff happens. A ton of stuff happens on this day, October 13th. Okay. Though frustrated with the matter transfer tests, they have been largely unsuccessful. Maxis acknowledges that the first test subjects from their original point of origin is undeniable. However, Richtofen's suggestion that the subjects have been transported not through space but time itself causes Maxis to worry, and his irrationally may soon prove a liability to our endeavors. That was probably the worst worded sentence I've ever read in my life. Basically what it was saying was the teleportation doesn't work as planned, but it works pretty good, but it sends people through time, not space, and Maxis don't like that very much.
Yeah, well, that explains why, like, everything's in the past and the future and the present all at the same time. We got zombie modern warfare now. You know, like fucking wall running nitro kits, you know, like what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It definitely explains it. Maxis and Richtofen performed teleportation test trials on test subjects number 3, 4, and 5. All fail, including test 5, where Maxis uses Fluffy. Test 6, which fails. Fluffy, now changed, is teleported back into the chamber. Samantha sees Fluffy and runs into the teleporter. Okay, so Fluffy is the dog of Samantha. Okay, Samantha's dog is named Fluffy. Maxis got her the dog. This happened a long time ago. Maxis and Richtofen performed teleportation test trials on test subjects number 3, 4, and 5. All fail, including test 5, where Maxis uses Fluffy. Test subject 6 fails, which is Fluffy. Now changed, is teleported back into the chamber. Samantha sees Fluffy and runs into the teleporter. Maxis chases after her. Richtofen seals them both in the test chamber and teleports all 3 of them. Samantha is teleported to the moon while Groff and Schuster work out the MPD. Running into the MPD, she is drawn inside of it, where she becomes corrupted by the dark ether. Samantha is Max's daughter. Samantha and Fluffy, which is the dog, runs into a teleporter, and Richtofen sends them both. Well, Maxis, Samantha, and Fluffy go into a teleporter, and Richtofen begrudgingly sends them to the moon. And Samantha is teleported to the moon while Groff and Schuster work out the MPD. Running into the MPD, she is drawn inside of it, where she becomes corrupted by the dark ether.
Fluffy?
I think Fluffy just dies or becomes a hellhound. I don't know.
Oh, we know Fluffy's the hellhound. We already know that because it's the only dog in the story, right?
That's true. That's true.
But
Fluffy's a Chihuahua, though.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, Fluffy's a Doberman, clearly, or German Shepherd.
But yeah, Samantha gets corrupted by the dark ether. Maxis is teleported to the crazy place and develops the power to merge with electricity.
Of course.
Okay, what's the crazy place?
The electricity absorbing place? Did you say something about a crazy place?
Yeah, it's called a crazy place. It's some sort of like Easter egg, or like it's a part of a map in you get to it by doing a bunch of crazy steps, hence the name.
Pretty terrible pun.
Thank you.
Pretty on point, sir. Another zinger.
Wait, is Call of Duty Origins a game?
Oh, God, I don't know. I've checked out on Call of Duty. Honestly, honest to God. So I'm like,
oh no, okay, it's in Black Ops 2. Okay, and Origins is the map. Okay, I've never played any of that.
What's Origins? Which one is that?
It's a map called Origins. It's one of the DLC. It's in Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I'll be.
So Maxis now is an electricity dude. Okay. Richtofen returns to the moon, learning Samantha is trapped in the MPD. He orders Groff to teleport Maxis there to coax her out of the device. He also warns Groff to keep an eye out for an evil-looking dog. Ha Fluffy.
Here we go. Summons other dogs.
What?
It's going to summon other dogs. I can feel it coming.
Oh, man. In an effort to free Samantha, Maxis approaches the MPD and persuades her to come out. Once she does, Maxis gives her an instruction, kill them all. Maxis kills himself and merges with the technology of Griffin Station, while Samantha unleashes the dead upon the base. Okay, so Samantha summons zombies now. Maxis kills himself and becomes the gremlin from the electricity gremlin from Gremlins 2. And that's it for that day, and that all happened in one day.
That's interesting how many times that we can insert an electricity gremlin into a story.
Anytime someone becomes electricity somehow, it's the gremlin.
But I'm really shocked at how many times people turn into electricity. Like
it happens way more than you would think.
Yeah, like that seems to be a really typical stereotype that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, the villain from Ultimate or Amazing Spider-Man 2. Shocker.
God, Jamie Foxx. That was silly. That was really silly. I liked it. It's fun.
Okay, October 14th. H. Porter activates the alarm as an outbreak occurs at Dead Rise. Before taking a cyanide capsule, he says he's all out of hope. God forgive us all. Okay? Richtofen returns to Der Rise and awakens Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai. With no recollection of who they are or who Richtofen is, they agree to help him. The four would become known as Ultimus. Okay, that's confusing. So now Richtofen, Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai are teaming up, and they're known as a group called Ultimus.
What? Like, weren't they the Illuminati like a second ago?
No, they renounced the Illuminati a while back. Maxis was involved with them, but he renounced them for some reason.
Because Maxis was not babysitting his dog right or something. Something was going down.
Maxis didn't do a lot of things right. October 18th, a few days later, Peter McCain parachutes over the Rising Sun facility. He dies shortly after. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what? He fell and broke his legs or something?
Let's look it up. Peter McCain. Man, this guy's a main character. He appears in World at War, Black Ops, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. I guess he was on break for Black Ops 2.
That's the black sheep of the Black Ops.
A couple days later, October 21st, 1945, Shina Numa takes place, which is the second map in Call of Duty World at War. Did you ever play that map?
One more time. Shinka Numi? What?
October 21st, a few days later, Shina Numa takes place, which is the second map on Call of Duty World at War.
Can't say that I remember that one.
Ultimus travels to Rising Sun facility to recover Richtofen's diary. Upon reading it, Richtofen begins to form his plan to defeat Samantha. So that was happening during Shina Numa, World at War. That's pretty crazy.
I think I remember this one.
A few days later, October 28th, Der Rise. Ultimus returns to Der Rise with his diary. Richtofen plans to use the teleporter to return to the moon and confront Samantha. Unfortunately, the Wunderwaffe DG2 overloads the teleporter and sends them through time, causing Richtofen to drop his diary. Ooh, time travel.
It's happening.
A few days later, November 5th, Group 935 is disbanded. All right. Next year, 1946, January 19th, the United States and Soviet Union share the resources recovered from Group 935's various research stations. Richtofen's diary is among the items recovered by the Soviet Union. A couple days later, January 27th, the Pentagon hires many former Group 935 scientists in an effort to replicate their work. As with their U.S. counterparts, the Soviets hire former Group 935 scientists as well. Among them is Harvey Yena, who forms the Ascension Group. Okay, so there's a lot of groups forming now.
1945?
Well, we're in 1946 now.
Okay, the Ascension Group.
Yeah. So like the last group,
Okay, good.
The last group, 935, was disbanded. So now, like, countries are picking up the pieces and continuing with the work.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, 6 years later, 1952, the Pentagon begins experiments involving their own versions of the undead. 3 years later, 1955, the U.S. government transforms a number of Element 115 experiments to the Groom Lake facility. Okay. So there's stuff going on. So the Americans are doing some weird stuff with this technology.
Yeah, they're about to make some UFOs or something out there.
October 19th, Gersh and Yuri begin working for the Ascension Group, which are the Soviets.
Yeah.
1 year later, 1956. This is the Shangri-La map. I've played that one. That's the Chinese one, right?
Or Indian or something like that. Pretty sure it's Indian.
It is Himalayan. I was just curious.
Oh, Christ.
I would never guess that.
I'm geographically remedial, so that could be a province in China or a Tibetan sovereign nation or something. Pretty sure the Himalayas are in Tibet, but I also can't list off anything off of a map.
It's at the border of Nepal and China. So it's like in both China and Nepal. Interesting. The year is 1956. Shangri-La. Explorers Brock and Gary discover Shangri-La. During an eclipse, they're unwittingly trapped in a time loop. Sally, sent back in time from 2011, is trapped in the same loop. Ultimus arrives in Shangri-La. With the help of Brock and Gary, they acquire the Focusing Stone. So I'm going to look up what is the Focusing Stone in Call of Duty.
I'm pretty sure it's one of them fucking Easter eggs or some crap. One of them things you pick up on the map.
A Focusing Stone is a stone that's found in Call of Duty and Shangri-La map. Okay. So it's just a thing.
Yeah.
It's like a glowing little rock. Okay. 3 years later, 1959, the Pentagon constructs their own prototype teleporter and commence experimentation. 1962, studying Group 935's medicinal elixir research, the Ascension Group develops PhD Flopper and Stamina Up. Okay, so stuff's still going on. The Pentagon, the Americans are messing around with zombie stuff. Okay. The Ascension Group is developing more Nuka-Colas. A couple months later, Gersh begins work on Project Thunder. 1 month later, Gersh and Yuri begin work on Gersh device, codenamed Project Mercury.
Hell yeah.
Okay, 1963, 1 year later, the Pentagon begins development on their own version of the Wunderwaffe DG2. 1 month later, the Pentagon begins on development of their own version of the Winter's Howl. Okay, so these are all like power-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
October 29th, this is the Kino der Toten map.
Kino der Toten?
So that sounds... Yeah, which one is that?
It's a movie theater. See, the main one for Black Ops 1 or whatever, Black Ops 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the first map. Yep. Movie theater. That's right. Call of Duty Black Ops.
Hell yeah, that's my map, bro. You run circles around the screen, and then whenever you get to level 30, you run the whole map. Easy money.
You're like, that's how you play the
That's
game?
it. I've seen people do it. They just shotgun, knife, shotgun, knife, shotgun, knife, shotgun, rinse, repeat.
Ultimus teleports to Kino. This marks the first time Ultimus travels across space and time. Temporal rift occurs across dimensions. In light of these developments, Monty feels obligated to step in. Whoa. Okay, Monty is the like omnipotent dude that's just kind of been watching. Monty feels obligated to step in and begins to make changes in the background across time. He helps Group 935 invent perk machines. Oh, okay. So remember, we referenced this already. I think in the first episode, Monty steps in and helps Group 935 invent the Perca-Colas.
Yeah.
So this is where this right here is the reason that Monty went back in time and poked his head in and did that.
I have a feeling that most of these maps are gonna end up being like time warps or fucking some bullshit.
Well, we're already deep in the time warp stuff, so probably so.
Yeah.
Monty adds chalk drawings to walls, which are little nudges. Ultimus locates a lunar lander and fly to the Ascension facility. Okay, so Monty is the one who like gives people guns to fight off the zombies. That's weird.
Sounds like a nice guy. Good old Monty.
The next day, yeah, he seems like okay, so he's like helping people because he's creating the Nuka-Colas and he's like drawing the chalk outlines of guns on the walls. So he's trying to give people
all
like
the hints
help against these zombies.
He's giving them all the hints.
Yeah. The next day, October 29th, the year is still 1963. Gersh informs the senior staff that Yuri has been removed from Project Mercury and has been transferred to Rocket Research. Yuri begins to notice that the appearance of children's toys around the facility. Oh, man. Somebody's
Fluffy.
kidnapping.
It's Fluffy. We all know who that is.
Oh, is it?
It's Samantha.
Okay.
Samantha. I was being facetious.
Oh, I was thinking they were kids that were being like killed or something. Their toys are just being left. I thought that's what I was saying.
You don't give your dog a teddy bear to chew up.
I mean, sometimes.
Hell yeah, this guy. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're friends. Tear that shit up.
In retrospect, that was probably not a good thing to do because then all toys become chew toys.
Yes. You give him your old shoes to chew up and he gets excited. Or you leave the house. I'm like, all right.
The next day, November 1st, upon reading Richthofen's diary, Yuri begins to hear Samantha's voice over several days. Hey, Samantha. Okay,
yeah,
you're right.
I was being facetious. Yeah.
It wasn't Fluffy after all. Okay. Over several days, her voice will consume him, driving him to the brink of insanity. She orders him to resume work on the Gersh device. He obeys. Okay, so now Samantha is in the picture, and she's driving Gersh crazy.
What Gersh do wrong?
I don't know. 1962, Richtofen tank Takeo Nikolai free Gersh from the Kashmir mechanism, but then shoots them into the Gersh device, and this causes them to be shot forward in time again after 1996. Meanwhile, Kennedy, McNamara, Castro, and Nixon fight zombies at the Pentagon. I remember that map. That was cool.
Such a great Easter egg.
Okay. Yeah, that was great. Okay, so now the year is sometime after 1996. March 17th, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Danny Trejo, Robert England, and Michael Rooker are attacked by zombies. What? Wait a minute. These are real people. What is going on here? They are attacked by zombies when making a film with George Romero. What? That's a real
the Night of the Living Dead guy.
On a Siberian island by a sunken ship, they hear Tank, Nikolai, Takeo, and Richtofen trapped behind a door. After being shot forward in time again, the celebrities get the golden rod for Richtofen, and they are teleported to Shangri-La. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. So is Call of Duty like, what's going on?
It's clearly trying to base itself in the real world. Like, oh, this could be really heartbreaking right now. Danny Trejo's there. I see him on the movie screen.
This is very weird. George Romero appears in Call of Duty Black Ops and Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Where is he appear in Black Ops 1? As a reference to a fucking map, maybe? Because they did.
Romero appears.
They did name a map like Dawn of the Dead or some shit, like in German, like Night of the Living Dead. So.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Romero appears by a lightning strike in the spawn area at the water to the front of the quick revive machine at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so it's a straight up Easter egg. Like he appears for like a little bit.
One frame.
He just stands there. Yeah. And he just says, I'm okay, I'm okay.
What a nice guy. Great guy, John. Huh. Good, nice, great guy, John.
That's very crazy. Okay. After 1996, two adventurers, Brock and Gary, find Shangri-La, but they are later attacked by zombies. Richtofen, Tank, Takeo, and Nikolai time travel back and save Brock and Gary, only for them to end up where they started. Richtofen takes the focusing stone from Shangri-La. Okay, so this group, the four people, the what are they called? The Ultimates?
The Avenging Angels of
the Marvel Avengers or something. So they're time traveling, and they just now they're just going crazy, getting stuff.
Yeah, they seem to have their own shit going for them. I don't know why Danny Trejo's there, but I'll let it slide.
Okay. Richtofen carries out his grand scheme, merging the golden rod and focusing stone together, which he then uses to switch souls with Samantha Maxis. Richtofen gains control of the zombies. Okay, that's big. So Richtofen now controls the zombies, and he's in Samantha's body, I guess. What? And I guess Samantha's in Richtofen's body. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Maxis launches 3 rockets to Earth in an attempt to lower Richtofen's control. However, the world is obliterated. What? Okay, this is weird.
That's an Easter egg on the moon.
That's like a special ending?
Yeah, you kind of fight some zombies, do some crap, and you unlock Samantha, and you click some stuff, and you hack some terminals, and you shoot a rocket. Huh. Some crap. Some dumb crap.
Samantha somehow travels back in time to 1918, but arrives in Agartha. Okay. The CIA and CDC agents are wiped out at Misty, Samuel, Stullinger, Marlton Johnson, and Russman arrive at these areas, which together become known as transit. Okay, so the transit map is happening right here. Transit's one of my favorites. You ride around on a bus, and there's a ton of weird little things you can do.
Like the cornfield?
Yeah, like the cornfield with the World at War map.
Good times. I love that shit.
The 4 survivors power a tower for either Maxis or Richtofen. Afterward, Richtofen teleports them to a skyscraper in China where they power the second tower in either Maxis's or Richtofen's favor.
Okay. Yes, the land of the rising sun. China.
Yeah. Okay, the 4 survivors get to the southern Angola by foot, where there is the rift, which is a gateway to Agartha. They descend into an underground town, which is buried, and power the last tower. Okay. So now there's 2 endings you can get. This is the Richtofen ending. Richtofen will mend the rift, and the Earth will begin to repair itself. Richtofen will then send Maxis's soul into non-existence and possess Samuel's body as a physical host. Okay, so that ending. The world isn't destroyed, so that's good. Okay, so I'd call that the good ending. And then here's the Maxis ending. Maxis will reveal his true intentions to open the gateway to Agartha, but in the process, the Earth and its survivors will be destroyed. He sends Richtofen into the body of a zombie. Okay, so I would call that the bad ending.
What? Richthofen's the bad guy, right? Am I tripping?
Well, this whole time, Richtofen has been the bad guy just because he like does unethical things and he kills a ton of people. And he tried to kill Samantha and Maxis, so he's a bad guy for
So
sure. But he won't.
how is turning him into a zombie the bad ending? That's my question.
Well, okay, so the good ending. Well, I don't know if it's good or bad, but what I would call the good ending is the one where Richtofen, he mends the rift and the Earth begins to repair itself, and then Richtofen sends Max's soul into non-existent, and then he possesses Samuel's body as a host. So basically, he kills Maxis, and then he takes over somebody's body and lives on. The other ending, which is Maxis's ending, Maxis reveals his true intentions to open the gateway to Agartha, but in the process, the Earth and its survivors will be destroyed. He sends Richtofen into the body of a zombie. So Maxis's ending is he opens Agartha, the tentacle monster world, and everybody dies. So that I would call that the bad ending. But Maxis has been the seemingly good guy this whole time, but he's not.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole, ain't he? Kind of the dickhead of the story.
Okay. So there's still a ton of stuff. But as far as I can tell, that is like the gist of the actual storyline.
Really? Nothing else? No more?
Yeah.
No more, spirit? What do you mean? Where's all the Cthulhu monsters? Did I miss?
Yeah, I was just thinking that because I remember one of the maps, there was a bunch of tentacle monsters coming at you.
Are you telling me Agartha, blah, blah, blah. That's it. That's all you guys say. That's all you guys say about one map. We talked 92 hours about the other maps, but we can't talk about the one interesting goddamn map. Are you kidding me? No.
Okay.
No. Deep dive. We need a deep dive. Get into the tentacle monsters.
Well, that's all that this article,
This article sucks. We need much more details. We should have been researching this for years. Details. We should have played the game. Oh, no. Sort of an anthology I could play.
Okay, wait. Shadows of Evil. Man, it'd be cool to get a game that just has all the zombie games on it.
Oh, man. Activision, I know you're listening. I know you like money, you greedy people. I know you.
I would totally buy it.
You can sell zombie skins, okay? Skins for the zombies.
Yeah.
All right. Grunt birthdays when you shoot the heads. Oh my god, people would be paying out the pin 15 for that. So.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah. There
is a ton of stuff, but now okay. Man, it's confusing.
You telling me there's no details now? All of a sudden?
Well, not on that one. I read that one word for word, but there's another website, PC Gamer, that has another timeline. Okay, there's a whole thing about apothecons and keepers and Dr. Monty being involved somehow and demigods. Okay, so there's a bunch of some sort of stuff going on here.
I got a fever and it needs more tentacles.
I got a fever.
Oh, I need it. I gotta have it. Oh.
Okay, there's a ton of pocket dimension stuff too.
I'm willing to bet that there's a lot of pocket dimension stuff. There's a doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Monty, which is like an interdimensional being that just kind of like chills.
Trill Monty, yes. It's a pretty chill dude.
Dr. Monty, Cuddy.
So we got nothing about Cthulhu fighting four random dudes. Nothing, no Easter eggs.
Well, there is, because that definitely happens, but I don't see how that falls into the storyline though. Like, it's not appearing anywhere. Like, what map was that? Do you remember?
The one that you said. I don't remember. You're like Nyalotha, stuff. I don't remember. That last map, the tentacle map.
Nope, I'm not seeing it. I think maybe like towards the end, when there's rifts in the time space or whatever it is, that's where there's a few maps that have the tentacle monsters and stuff.
Margwa?
Yeah, that's the name of the 3-headed big one.
Yeah.
Which map was that one on?
First map of Call of Duty is Black Ops 3.
Yeah, it's not mentioned here. That's weird.
Apothicon. Junction. Oh, it's the New Orleans map.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's that New Orleans map.
New Orleans. Oh, is it Parrish?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Parrish is a New Orleans thing. It's Drach. No, that's not it.
Drach.
Drach. Yeah, that's the one with the no, that's not the tentacle map. That's the one with the big ass tank.
How do you spell the Magwa thing?
Margwa. Marg.
Oh. Okay, Shadows of Evil. Yep, it's Shadows of Evil. Okay.
SOE. That makes sense. I was seeing that. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't play a part in the storyline because all it is the Shadow Man, which is like the friend or the enemy of Dr. Monty. So he's like another omnipotent being of some kind. He is the leader of the Apothicons, okay? He teleported 4 random people to some random place, like in his domain or something. And that's what this whole map is. It's just them being teleported there, and then they got to survive.
So there is something going on.
Great map, though. I played that one a bunch. I remember that one. That was great.
So there is something going on. Where does the dark ether come from?
Yeah, I think it just makes you crazy or something.
Oh wait, was that a dark ether from 115 or?
No, the dark ether comes from the realm that the Apothicons are in. Like any connections, like the pyramid.
I can feel that. I feel it.
Man, this is bringing me back. I played Shadows of Evil for a long time. So that's pretty good. Well, that's basically the whole story. It skimmed over stuff that doesn't directly apply, though. So the roots of the story, the 2 scientists, Richtofen and Maxis, and they basically figure out a way, like, or what was the first thing that initiated their descent?
Was there a specific thing? I forget. It's been a minute. What motivates these assholes? Not finding a babysitter.
Stumbled across element 115 in Germany.
Tunguska, Russia.
There you go. And then he started group 935. And then Richtofen, which was already part of the Illuminati, joined them. And that's pretty much it. And then it just goes downhill from there.
It was a fuel source, I remember. And it was funding research for the Third Reich.
Yeah.
So, I remember now.
And using 115, you can resurrect corpses. So it has a power. That's what it does.
It definitely fuels something.
All right. Well, do you have any questions or anything you'd like to clarify?
I think I have far too many questions and exponential clarifications. That was quite a lot, quite a doozy, quite a handful.
Yeah, that was very convoluted, but not too bad. There was a linear storyline where you have 2 people, they do things, and stuff happens, and that's pretty much it.
But no explanation on the boards on the windows.
Yeah, it kind of is. That would be Dr. Monty trying to help the people fend off this 115 thing, because Dr. Monty's arch nemesis is Shadow Man, and Shadow Man is the leader of the Apothicons. And 115 comes from the Apothicons, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes an amount of sense.
All right, cool.
Dale, yeah.
All right.
It's a lot of background for like juggling ammo and kiting zombies, but I like
Yeah,
that
I
they
like
gave it.
the
I like that they gave it a shot.
yeah, I like the killing of the zombies, running through the map and all that. And it's nice having a little story peppered in here and there with like recordings and sayings and notes and stuff. That's pretty much all the story is, as far as I could remember. Like the story being told, you know.
Yeah, but not really once was a why am I here? Why am I doing this? I'm like it was a story loop, it was a gameplay loop that was rewarding.
Yeah. The gameplay was always just like, yep, there's zombies here, better kill them, which is great. It's just
Yeah.
what you want.
Money, more money, knife them for the first 10 rounds. And then buy all the doors, like same strategy over and over. Damn
Yeah,
dog, I love that shit.
yeah, it's fun. All right, well, this has been Nazi Zombies. This is Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett,
And this is no
and we'll see you later. Bye.